Oh my God, are we back?
We are back. Hi, guys. Welcome back to Oddvice.
Should we just like see if they notice?
Oh, yeah. Well, there's no shot they're going to notice. It looks like exactly the same to you guys. They actually might notice the side walls. If you're on visual, do you notice anything new? Or not new, just different.
We'll give you 5 seconds to say something.
Comment down below.
We're in our garage.
We're in our garage.
We're in our garage.
We moved our set into our garage because where our set used to be, we could no longer be there anymore.
We are just giving you guys the runaround.
It literally, if I put 5 pounds or less of force on this wall, it would just completely fall and you would see the mess that our garage is. It's
right.
so bad. But yes, we're in our garage. We'll probably be here until we move to New York. I feel like we won't. It's pointless to go move it somewhere else. Like, it's gonna probably just be here. It doesn't really matter for you guys though, but it's actually kind of convenient for us.
Oh my God, we can just like walk downstairs now.
That's so nice. I'm
actually like,
I recently, it's definitely out by the time you guys see this, I was on Zane and Heath's podcast Unfiltered, and their set is in Heath's house, and as I walked in I was like, damn, this shit's so convenient. Like, that's so nice for them. They literally they got to record, wake up, they could do all their productivity up until the moment they press record, and that's so convenient. So we kind of have that now. Yeah, literally I have my garage door opener right here, guys, because that's the only way out of here, because like we can't obviously walk that way because this wall.
We have one of those it's like a 2-car tandem garages, so it's longer than it is wide, and it's fully like the width of this set. Yeah. So there's like our garage is just non-usable anymore.
It's okay non-usable. Though. We didn't use it in the first place. It's literally just
convenience. Yeah, it's all shit, and then it's convenience to walk in and out of from our like a townhouse, how it's laid out. Yeah. Our front door is like on the other side of the unit, and we would come in and out to the street through our garage. So we've lost that convenience, but it's literally like 5 more steps that we have to take.
We'll live. So when we were moving this in, we were obviously moving shit in the garage to make room for the set. And I said something to Alex that made me so excited for moving to New York, because I realized all this crap, and I'm going to confidently call it crap, all this crap that we think we need in this garage that we haven't touched our whole lease just tells me we don't need it anymore. Yep. We're going to donate, delete, throw away, whatever we need to do to get rid of it in a good way. And it's going to be so nice to just move to New York
with like minimal things.
We're going to be minimalist. Yeah. And I love
starting
that.
Fresh.
Yes. I think I'm most excited for that amongst all the other things. Yeah. We also,
we figured out how we're going to get there.
Yeah. So our original plan moving to New York was we would fly, and then we already like coordinated a whole moving company to like put all of our shit in a big truck and get it there, which we're still doing. But I'm bringing Link, my dog, and she, like, I don't want to put her on a plane because like she's not registered as like a service animal, and I think even if you are registered as a service animal, you can't bring them on planes anymore. Like, they even changed that.
Yeah, I think you would have to like buy her own seat or something.
They took that away too. It's like only smaller dogs, and if it's service, I think it has to be like, it's no more emotional support. People were taking advantage of it. Yeah, it's if like it's a sight dog or something like that. Also, if you can hear airplanes, we live right next to an airport, so you're probably gonna hear that.
You're just gonna have to get over it.
Sorry about that. But yeah, so I was like, I don't want to put her on a plane because then she would have to go on the crate underneath. And I don't want to like put her on a sedative because like I feel kind of bad about doing that. Yeah. And I don't know. I just didn't feel good about it. So I asked my YouTube channel, is that the right way to say it? Side note, I'm doing Vlogmas. I'm vlogging every single day of December, and you guys will see a lot of Alex.
January.
Oh yeah, into January too when we go to Europe. So come over to my personal YouTube channel if you want extra stuff. It's literally us every single day. You'll see the behind the scenes of us setting up this set right now. It's a shit show. No, just kidding. It worked out pretty well. Anyway.
Oh, also, sorry, a side note, Larry's not plugged in right now, but he will be. It's okay.
Don't worry. There's somebody out there like,
no, literally.
On the edge of their seat. So I asked in my blog, I was like, does anybody have any suggestions of how to get my anxiety-filled dog, well, only anxiety in the car, across the country, and someone is like, why don't
put her in a car?
Right, put her in a bigger car, but like makes sense. Put her in an RV, because then it will feel like she's in a room rather than a back seat. And I think we're gonna rent an RV to drive across the country
and do like a whole road trip. I want to like stop.
Oh yeah, we will. We should stop in like national parks and like if you guys have any, I mean, it's a very common drive. If any of you guys have done the cross country drive coast to coast, let us know if there's any places that like we absolutely need to stop.
Yeah. Also, we were saying maybe we could stop in at like 2 places and do a live show at like a really small venue.
Could be really cool. Could be something fun.
Thing.
Let us know what state you're from, and we kind of
want to narrow
it's still
down.
A maybe. It's still a maybe. I haven't even talked to my manager about this. Like, this is something in our heads this morning. Let us know what state you're from, and maybe we'll narrow down 2 states that we could possibly pass through. That's like the majority
in the middle, because I figure like coast wise we could always like, we'll obviously be in New York, so we can do like coast shows later down the road. Let's do like a middle smack dab in the Midwest,
just in the middle of nowhere, literally. So let us know where you're from, because I think that'd be a really fun thing to do. But that is our little set update.
Another little update while we're on this same wave. This is our second to last episode before we go on a little break for the holidays. This is obviously Monday. We're gonna have another episode next Monday, and then we're gonna do like a few week break for Christmas, and we're gonna be in London and everything.
So I think our first episode back is like
the
January
13th.
I was gonna say 11th, but that's probably wrong.
That's wrong, because we're back the 9th.
Let's get that date for you guys. Hold on. So our first episode back will be January 17th, but you still have 2 more of these. This one and one more after. So that's our little updates. Okay. Song of the day. What are we wearing? It feels weird to do this. We haven't recorded in a minute. Yeah. Every time we take a break, even 1 week,
we like forget that we have a podcast.
Like, in the nicest way possible. Yeah. We don't like forget
scheduling wise.
Yes. Like today I overcommitted myself to a dinner and an event all in the time that we're supposed to be recording. So like, it's just because I forgot. It's like, it's Tuesday. This whole year we have recorded every Tuesday, but then the one Tuesday we missed, I was like, oh, my life is completely different now. But yeah, song of the day. You go first.
Okay. My song of
we gotta do what are we wearing first. I feel like it was a weird order. Right? Do we always do like what we're wearing and then song of the day? I don't know. See, I forget everything.
I feel like we say song of the day and outfit of the day. We start with song of the day. I don't know. Do we switch it up?
Couldn't tell you. You're asking the wrong person.
I actually don't know.
I have no idea.
Crazy.
Whatever you want to do first.
Okay. I'm wearing my weed shirt. Enjoy Weed, California. It's like a town in California. I've worn it before. And then, am I wearing pants? Yeah. Just like a little Under Armour shorts.
Cute.
Casual.
Are you wearing? Okay, you're wearing socks, right?
Yeah, and you know what? I came down here with no socks on, and I was like, "Whoa!"
See, we're getting too lax. Now that's in our house.
Way too lax. I'm wearing short socks.
What's funny is we still looked like this even when we used to travel 35 minutes to a studio. Like we still look like we rolled out of bed. Yeah, which we're on a bed. It's all part of the brand. I'm wearing my Lord shirt. That's it, and then some shorts from Lounge Apparel. Not sponsored, but I have a code, right? It still works, I think. I remember like you tried it, right? I don't know. Kristen 10 I think was the code. It might not work anymore. And then fuzzy black socks.
Ooh, fuzzy legs.
Oh yeah, my legs are hairy, you guys. It's like a
it's not like November anymore.
Well, it's December.
Does it, like, when you're in bed, does it like scratch your sheets and you feel it?
No, not really.
See, when I get like the tiniest bit of hair, it'll like rub against my sheets, and it's
I guess
noticeable.
I just don't care. I think I just don't care. I saw a TikTok the other day that was like a part of daddy issues that people don't talk about, and she was listing a lot of these things.
Body hair.
And and it was like resisting falling into like the feminine stereotypes and like letting your body hair grow out, and I'm totally like that. Whoa. And I never thought of it as like, I'm doing this to stand. Like,
no.
It's just a subconscious thing,
right.
I think.
It's not a priority for you.
Mm-mm.
I would.
And my sister's the same way.
You should dive into that with Joanna.
Ooh, yeah. I have therapy tomorrow, so maybe I will.
Hey, let's talk about my body hair now.
Honestly, I will. Like, we're about to do a float back, which is like something, at least we do. I'm in EMDR therapy, where like, I'm not going to say what it's about because it's kind of personal, but a float back of like most recent traumatic events surrounding that subject. And then like my eyes are literally closed in the session, and she'll be like, okay, what about this age? What about this age? And we'll go all the way back to childhood. And it's so crazy what the brain will pull out.
Yeah.
It blows my mind. Anyway, song of the day. I'll tell you guys more about it after my session.
Okay, my song of the day is "See You Again," by
Miley Cyrus.
No.
I can't wait
to see you again.
That's a weird song.
Honestly, that whole era of like Miley, Selena,
Demi,
yeah, weird.
But like,
and the
iconic.
music videos,
yeah,
weird.
It was all of them just rebelling.
Yeah,
like
their form of rebelling, but like still on Disney Channel.
Also, Murders in the Building, the Selena Gomez, Steve Martin show.
Did you finish it?
No, I watched a few more episodes though. So Alex, Leanna, and I was talking about this in Vlogmas too. We started and we got through like 4 episodes and we kind of just like lost interest. And then I decided to give it another chance this past week when I was home alone for a week, which we'll get into in a sec. And then I noticed it was really good. Like, we need to watch it more. Like, it got really good.
Okay.
So, speaking of Selena Gomez.
Well, that's not my song.
Okay, yeah.
It's "See You Again" by Tyler, the Creator, featuring Kali Uchis.
Uchi.
Yeah. Kali Uchis.
Sick. My song of the day is "Praise You" by Fat Boy Slim.
Oh.
Such a good song. It randomly pops in my head in the other day. I'm over this. So that is our songs of the day. It'll be on our playlist, which is on Spotify and Apple Music. It's called Oddvice Podcast Season 2 Songs.
And it's updated. Just so you know. Yeah. Remember I did it? It might be like 1 week late.
Okay.
But it's better than nothing.
That's better than what our track record
Thanks
states.
to Heather.
Yeah.
Did we ever tell Mondays about Heather?
I don't think so. You can
Do you think she'll care?
So we have Heather's name written here on Beyonce's back. If you're on visual, you can maybe see it. It's in a ballpoint pen, so it's very thin. But Heather is one of our top tier patrons on Patreon. And she's like our mom at this point.
Yeah.
I really feel like maybe older sister because she's like our
she
age,
like
isn't
switched the roles of like what we made this podcast for.
Literally, like
she has taught us so much shit.
Oh my gosh, unreal. So we have our follow-up episodes every Friday that come after these Monday episodes where we just take your guys' questions, elaborate more on the topic, give it our advice and everything. And like, she always comes through with some deep ass shit.
Yep.
That like, after we read it, usually like we respond and answer the person's question, but like we read it and we're like, thank you.
And we like end the episodes with her or something.
Right. Like you mic drop.
Yeah.
Like that. She's that type of person. So we wrote her name here because she always helps us update.
No, she DMs me on Patreon. Hey, Alex, here's the updated list. And she DMs me the list of all the songs by week. She keeps track.
Wow.
And I'll just update it from there because I'm clearly too fucking lazy to go in and do it myself.
I'm just as bad.
Yeah.
I physically don't remember to do it.
So what's your song of the day?
I already said it. Praise You. I literally said that 16 minutes ago. All right, let's
non-existent right now.
Let's take a quick break for our sponsors today.
Yeah.
So our sponsor for today is Ana Luisa. That's ANALUISA. And it's a jewelry brand that we spoke about on this podcast before. And it's genuinely my favorite jewelry ever.
Yeah. I feel like we always get asked like where we get our dainty pieces. Mm-hmm. Well, this is where we get them.
That's where we get them, guys. They don't tarnish, which is amazing. I feel like a big thing we have with our jewelry is we need to be able to wear it in the shower. I don't like taking it off. And I've had these on forever and they look brand spanking new. And
I'm wearing on my necklaces, which I haven't taken off at all. Actually, I took one off and I Couldn't get them off because my nails.
Oh my god, it's the worst thing. I don't take off my necklaces because it's impossible to put them back on.
Right. And they're so cute. They're so dainty. And there's like one little chunky one that goes with, this is mine from my grandmother, but it goes well with like everything.
Yeah, they layer really well and they look good alone or put together. And I feel like that's rare. Sometimes if you put too much together, it's like
right.
chunky.
And
it doesn't look good. On top of great quality and being so cute, they're also really affordable. They have pieces starting at like $39.
And what's really cool is the company itself is really sustainable. So they source all their sustainable materials, and they're a carbon neutral company, which is really great.
And if you guys want to check them out, go to analuisa.com/advice. And if you buy one, you get the second one for 60% off.
That's ANALUISA.com/advice. Thanks, Ana Luisa.
So this episode is just going to be a big catch-up episode because Alex just got back into town after being gone for a week, felt like a year, last night. We've purposely not caught up about her trip, nothing like that, because like we just want to catch up with you guys right here.
Yeah.
So to catch you guys up, I haven't seen you since, oh my god, since before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That's
it's,
crazy.
Last Tuesday. No, 2 Tuesdays ago. Oh my god, it's been 2 weeks.
Oh my god.
That's the longest we've gone.
Oh yeah, when I said bye to her, I was like, I started tearing up in the kitchen when we hugged goodbye. Like, it was
you're like, how long are you gonna be gone?
No, it was weird. And then Leanna left too. I was home alone. They left me to die, and what felt like I was gonna die.
Not watered.
No, literally, it didn't have any water. They didn't leave any water in my bowl. It was intense though. Like, it was weird to be in this house alone.
Yeah,
because like we're never alone in this house.
No,
it's a different vibe.
I think. Is it? Were you scared?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Because have we told them?
I don't know. We have this like inkling that there is an energy in this house. It's not bad. It's not good. It's like a very neutral.
Mm-hmm.
And
just
it's
like present. And
it's you guys, maybe we've talked about our Mac Miller room here.
Oh yeah, probably.
If not, we've talked about it on her YouTube, but we have a room that's in between our bedrooms.
The foyer. Kind of, right?
Yeah.
It's like our own foyer. Me just trying to say I have a foyer.
Yeah, it's just like the entrance area between our 2 bedrooms.
The foyer.
And we painted it to look like Mac Miller's album. Anyway, we think that's haunted. Maybe
it's Mac! Oh.
our realization at the same time. And it started because we never felt that before she moved in.
No. I brought it.
The paint.
The paint. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we like, this sounds scary, but like summoned, but not in like a scary way.
No, yeah, we brought his energy to the house and he's there. That's why it's not bad. It's not good.
It's not. It's just, it's present. Mm-hmm. And the only reason I say I was kind of scared is because like, it's definitely a feeling of
somebody else there,
but it's not as scary where I feel threatened or in danger or anything. But even the dogs are always like looking upstairs and just like staring for no reason.
We see a lot of shadows moving back and forth.
Oh yeah, recently I was in my room and I like so confidently saw Alex walk by my room while I was getting ready, and I like from the corner of my eye,
and like you said,
you like peeked in and then like pulled your head away, and I thought you were fucking with me, and I got up and I was like, what are you doing? And I look around the corner, she's not there, she's fully downstairs. I was like, I was so frozen, I didn't even say like, Alex. Like, I went back in my room and like finished my makeup, whatever I was doing. It wasn't just like, I thought I saw something.
That's terrifying.
I was so confident it was you. I was just like, she's fucking with me, of course she is. That was kind of weird. Oh. It was like a peek in and then like pulled the head away.
Yeah, like playing with you. It was Mac.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. That makes me love it even more. Yeah. Like, if it is any part of Mac, I'm so there for that.
That's sick.
Yeah. Why did we bring that up? Oh, because I was home alone. Yeah. So I was home alone this past week. I didn't go home for Thanksgiving. I stayed here, and Tanner came actually.
Oh. I didn't know you were going to say that.
Is that bad to say?
No.
So, also, I have really bad onion breath right now. I had beets and onions before this, and I just like
tasted. Me too.
It tastes weird. Okay. And Tanner came, and we cooked like a whole Thanksgiving dinner ourselves, and we like watched football.
Did it feel like you were like a kid, but also like adults in a house without parents.
Yes, no, I said that. I was like, I feel like ooh, parents are home. Yeah, like we could like ooh, and
wait.
So in our living room, we have a window that faces our neighbors, as windows do, and they have a camera that like faces into our apartment. They sometimes
can fully no. Now it's like all the time.
Yeah,
they can fully see into our apartment.
Yeah, and I wasn't thinking about it, and Tanner and I started having sex on the couch, and like during it, I look over and I see the actual neighbor and the camera. I mean, like we said, it's always facing in, but I see the actual neighbor, a girl, in her kitchen, and like she's not like looking at us, but like she's on her computer and like looks up at me at the same time.
Make eye contact.
Full eye contact. And I like, and I was like, we have to go upstairs, like they can see us. And right after, like she walked over and closed her blinds. And I was just mortified, and we like ran upstairs, and I was like, this is fucking terrible.
I don't think I've ever had an experience like that with a stranger.
Oh, like seeing you have sex?
Yeah.
I mean, I hadn't either. I mean, that was so like, I felt really weird afterwards too, because
I bet
it's like I was in my own home, but still feeling so violated. Hello. I'm uncomfy even saying it. Yeah. It was weird.
Especially like we're not tight with that neighbor.
Not at all. No. If anything, we kind of have beef in the beginning.
Yeah.
She was kind of mean.
She used our trash cans.
Yeah, rude. And we told her to stop, and she didn't stop and denied it.
Yeah. And we literally have camera footage of her throwing all of her shit in our trash cans.
Yeah. And she was like, those aren't my trash bags. And we're like, yeah, they are. Anyway.
Be a good neighbor.
Be a good neighbor.
State Farm's there.
I was just going to say that. Fuck. But, yeah, so it was cool to kind of have him here. And we were together for like 5 days. Like it was.
And you guys went to Disneyland.
We went to Disneyland, and.
You're a Disney adult.
I know. And I have the gums. You know, like all the TikToks.
Oh my God, and you're going to get married.
And literally, I am the big gum Disney adult girl. Yeah, we went to Disneyland, and it was amazing. The whole week was amazing.
Was it magic?
It was magical. No, honestly, that Disneyland trip was amazing. The hype up until it, like, I was kind of nervous. I was overhyping it, and I was going to be really disappointed when we were there. We went there from open to close, and it was just so much fun the whole time. There was one lull the day where it got really hot and I got really tired. And I was like, in my head, I'm like,
so did you end up wearing your cowboy boots?
No, I wore my Converse.
Okay.
I got like little custom ears on Etsy. Like I did the whole thing. It was so fun. We watched the fireworks. Aww. It was all holiday in the park. We ate.
How was the Dole Whip?
Everything. We didn't get it. That was the one thing I was so upset at myself because that was I've never tried it, and I know it's such a Disneyland like.
Why?
I just forgot. We had everything, Alex. We had 4 churros, 1 turkey leg, 3 bags of popcorn.
The ratio of
it was just like random snacks.
To turkey leg is off-putting.
Oh. Well, it was the last. Turkey leg was the last thing, so it was just like we were both picking at it.
Okay.
2 pickles. Red flag. He had a rock star, and I almost.
He's full of red flags.
Kinda.
He was on FaceTime with her earlier today, and he went to this really bad
Chinese food restaurant at 11:30 in the morning. I think I actually hate him now. Anyway.
And literally walks in and goes, "Hey, what are your lunch specials?" Who asked that?
Who genuinely inquires about the lunch special?
Oh, God.
Because it's always the weirdest shit.
He's questionable.
He is. He really is. Yeah, so he got a rock star. Okay. It's okay. We all have our vices. What else did we get? We got beignets.
Yum.
Oh my God. And when you're in the beignet area,
beignets,
the floor is just sugar. Like it looked like snow because everybody's like eating them while they're walking. It's all like on the floor.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like they did that on purpose.
Oh no, it's kind of messy. It's the messiest part of the park, which I was surprised about because the park is so clean. Fun fact, they don't sell gum in Disneyland, so people don't chew it and spit it out on the floor. And I really wanted gum. He went on Space Mountain for his first time. And I didn't know it was his first time. And he was like, what is it like? And I was like, I'm not telling you. Now that you don't know, like that's the best ride to go into and not know what the fuck goes on.
Wait, have you seen the pictures of Space Mountain with the lights on?
Yes. And I wish don't look it up. No. Do not look it up. It will ruin everything. It's terrifying.
It takes away the magic.
It's ugly. You're going to think your arm's going to get cut off. I actually saw a TikTok that showed this machine that is bigger than like the biggest human that they test on all the rides, so that even if the biggest human's arms are up,
how do they know the like biggest human?
I think they just overshoot it maybe like 10 feet. Okay. You know, like I think it's safe to assume we're all under that. And if you're not, then
you need to be in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Arms down. They probably already are.
Yeah.
But they put this thing on to make sure, like, no matter where your arms are, you don't get cut off or anything. So, yeah. Don't look it up though. I regret looking it up.
Yeah,
it took it away. But yeah, so we did that. We didn't do any of the new rides. There's
new rides.
Web slingers, and then I think there's
isn't there like a whole Avengers?
Yeah, we saw
portion?
That. We saw
cool.
It was really cool. We saw a lot of characters. I've never had a Disney trip where I've seen so many characters.
Ooh, did you get photos?
No.
You should have got an autograph book.
I thought about that, but I think they're not doing that right now for like pen stuff and like hands. I think even pictures. I don't know if you can even. I didn't see anybody get too close.
Oh.
It seemed like everything had a rope and like people.
Did you see Andy?
No, I wish.
Or sorry, Woody.
Woody, yeah, I wish. And you say Andy's coming, and they follow. Yeah. That's so cool. I saw Cinderella, and she looked at me. She was like this,
shit,
and I was like, "Game recognized game." Like she knew. Like she like looked at me too. Like
do you think she like knew who you were?
Oh my god, I fucking hope. What an honor. I don't know. It was crazy.
You talking about it sounding like it's the real Cinderella.
I mean, it was. Come on, it's Disneyland. What other one would it be? Anyway, we saw Spider-Man. We saw
Spider-Man's Disney.
Avengers. And he did like a little show. We saw the Haunted Mansion is Night Before Christmas right now, which I've never seen. I didn't even know they did that. Yeah, it was fucking sick. The whole storyline is Night Before Christmas.
So it's not
just for, I think it's just for the holidays. They started it in
Did you go
October?
on it?
Yeah.
Is it still Guardians of the Galaxy, but it's like
different ride? Are you talking about Tower of Terror?
Yeah.
That's Guardians of the Galaxy.
What'd you say?
Haunted Mansion.
Oh. I knew they did
Haunted
that.
Mansion is the Guardians of What a weird
Well,
crossover.
I mixed up Haunted Mansion and Tower of Terror. The same.
So different, Alex.
I know.
It's a drop zone. It's a
ride-wise, yes, very different. I won't get you wrong there. But it's like thematically in my head, they're the two scary rides. Mm-hmm. No?
No, I guess not.
You're not
in my
following?
Head.
Yeah.
I mean, they're also
I categorize them as the same.
They're different parks.
That's fine.
Okay, to each their own. But it was really cool. He was out there and he looked at Tanner and
who?
The skeleton.
Oh.
What's his name? Jack?
Yeah.
Right?
Jack the Skeleton. Jack Skellington. No, I made that up.
Like Santa Claus. He like dressed up and calls himself Santa Claus.
I don't know. Jack Skellington. I could be.
You know, your confidence and delivery. No. Like, I believe you. I totally believe you. You're right. He looked at Tanner and because his hat was backwards. Tanner's hat was backwards. And
hot. I like when he does that.
I know, it's it. And he bought, oh my god, he was wearing a collared shirt, Tanner.
Aww.
Not Jacking Skellington. and he bought it was, follow me, it was a woman's crew neck, like gray Disneyland crew neck, but then it was like the square cut cropped ones, and it looked so good, like not hella cropped, like waistline cropped, like boxy, and then he put the collar outside of it. It was so cute.
And on his body type, like he's smaller,
right?
That's a look.
It looked so good. So anyway, his hat was on backwards, and Jacking Skellington.
I think it's just Jack.
Jacqueline Skellington.
Checking off.
He said something like, if you turn your head around, what?
Was there an earthquake?
Really? I moved.
Oh.
Anyway, he was like, if you turn your head around, does your head turn around? Mine does. Like he was like playing with Tanner.
Oh, cool.
I think I got it on film.
Did you go on Pirates of the Caribbean?
Twice.
Ugh.
It was so fun. Twice? Well, towards the end of the night, rides are 5-minute waits.
Yeah.
Tops.
Did you go on Indiana Jones?
Yes, once. We did the Jungle Cruise, which I had never done before.
That's fun.
And we did it at night. We were like one of the last people. We had a hot cocoa and we were like all tired, just like chilling on the cruise.
You fell asleep.
I almost did. I could go on and on. It was a really magical trip though. Like all jokes aside, I really felt my inner child that whole day, and it was so therapeutic. I didn't want to leave. No matter how tired I got, I was like, I just don't want to leave. And we stayed at the Disneyland Resort the night before, so we were able to kind of wake up and then go right into California Adventures because they have their own little entrance. And
did you eat the food at the hotel?
No, I didn't. But also other red flag about Tanner. He now that we're on it, he went down to the little snack shop at the hotel I was like, oh, get like water and snacks, whatever. And he comes back with, you think Doritos or like just like a good snack, and he comes back with Goofy's jelly beans. And they tasted like wax. That was it. But he did get me a keychain. Here, I'll show it. I have it right here. So cute. If you're on audio, it's the grape soda bottle cap from the movie Up.
I love how it's oversized too.
Me too. Feel how heavy it is.
Ooh, and nice.
It's a bottle opener on the back of the cap.
Sick.
And when he gave it to me, I started crying. I don't know why. It like triggered something in me. Like, I don't know. I like literally started crying. He's like, are you okay? Like, this is so nice. I love it.
Cute.
So yeah, that's what I did over Thanksgiving. How was yours?
My Thanksgiving was fine. What did I do? I feel like that was so long ago. Oh my God. I think I was just with family for Thanksgiving. Oh, I found out that, okay, so last year for Thanksgiving, my cousin proposed to his girlfriend, and they have 2 kids together. They've been together for, gosh, I think like 10, 15 years. And they've decided to get married. He proposed last Thanksgiving. And then this Thanksgiving, well, a couple weeks ago, Kristen and I were talking about, because she was there, and we were talking about how he proposed. And I jokingly was like, watch, she's going to announce that she's pregnant again. And I've predicted each of her pregnancies. She has 2 kids. And I said that little comment. And then this year, we each go around the table and we say what we're thankful for. And then my cousin, a part of his speech, he goes, I'm thankful for like my family and how it's growing so much, especially since Marilyn's pregnant. And he like slipped it in.
What a good way to do it.
It was so good. Oh. And we were like, oh, and it was cool because we all sat in the same seat that we sat in last year. So it was this weird form of like deja vu. Yes. But she's pregnant again. That's she's having amazing. Her 3rd. And so she has 2 girls, and we're really hoping for a boy.
Oh, I hope it's a boy.
Oh, it's going to look exactly like Tyler.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Their gene, I mean, we don't know yet.
Right.
Their genes are really so strong.
But it's funny because Tyler he's Filipino, so he's darker and he's like a big guy. And Marilyn is Hispanic, and so she has darker skin. But their daughter takes after Tyler's mom, my aunt, and she has blue eyes and blonde hair.
And like the fairest skin.
Yeah. So we're hoping that, like, what if they have a son with blue eyes and blonde hair? It'd be so cute.
Their kids are so cute. Like,
oh my God.
Turn out so cute either way. I'm so happy for them.
Right.
When does she know the gender?
It's really new. I think she's only like a couple months.
Oh wow.
Months. Yeah.
Okay. Right on. I actually had a dream the other night. I was pregnant.
Ooh.
It was with Tanner's kid.
Oh my God. It could be real.
And let's hope not. And it was a girl. And I feel like I've even said on this podcast before, like, whenever I have pregnancy dreams, it always gets to a point in the pregnancy where I'm showing, mm-hmm. and then I freak out and I go, I don't want anymore. I'm scared. Every single pregnancy dream turns into that. And that's what the dream was. I like told him, I was like, it's not you. It's just like, I'm not ready for a kid. And he was like, that's fine. Like, I'm cool with that. And then I woke up and I remember thinking like, thank God that was fake. It always turns into me not wanting it and having this anxiety about giving birth.
Yeah.
And in the real world, I have this fear that something bad's going to happen to me while I'm giving birth.
You've always said this.
Like my hips, like I feel like something with like circulation in my legs. Like I'm so scared to give birth. So
I think once you're ready, that'll go away.
Let's fucking
Maybe
hope.
the dreams will stop.
So after Thanksgiving, you went on a little vacation.
Yeah, so I went to Cancun with my family. This is actually a trip that we've been anticipating for a few months now because we were supposed to go back in July, but then we found out that my dad's passport was expired like literally a week before we were supposed to go. So we rescheduled it to the day after Thanksgiving. Me, my brother, and my 2 parents, and then their friends.
Your 2 parents?
My 2 parents.
My 7 parents.
Hey, you never know.
You never know.
My mom and my dad, and then their friends, John and Cole. We all went to Mexico. I made a lot of core memories this past week.
Wow, that's huge.
A lot of core memories.
Tell us.
Can you still make core memories at this age?
For sure. I mean, it's things you just take to the grave. Like
I'm never gonna forget it.
Yes, that's a core memory right there.
We went snorkeling. I saw a stingray that's probably as big as the length of Kristen.
Okay.
On the floor. And okay, you would have hated everything we did.
Yeah, I already sound awful.
You would have like actually hated everything.
I hate water, guys.
So
fuck that.
We get out there and we start snorkeling.
Already know.
And
there could be goldfish around me and I'm still like,
It started pouring rain as we were out there, but it made everything really dark. So we're like looking down and we're swimming over the coral reef and everything's like, it almost looked like someone turned off a light. And it's like we're just like looking down and like we look up and it just starts pouring rain because of all the clouds. But it made it like really cool. And I touched I held a starfish, but it wasn't like a Patrick. Yeah, it wasn't like that kind of starfish. It was like really small. The body was really small, and then the arms were like as long as my fingers.
Ew.
And yeah, it was like a really
like spidery looking.
And it was like crawling up my hand underwater.
How fast are they? Like, does it crawl fast?
No, not too fast. Nothing like.
Oh yeah, see no.
No. It was like that. Like
what color was it?
Brownish, like deep
Does
purple
it bite?
Brown. No. We had a photographer on like with us out there. He had like a really cool GoPro thing that was like domed, and he was like following us, and he would pick things up. Like, so he picked up the starfish and came over to me and said, "Here, put your hand out and get underwater."
Wait, I was gonna say, did he say that underwater?
No.
I don't know. I mean,
he's holding up his phone with his notes.
Texting to the DJ,
the sign guy,
soggy ass cardboard underwater.
No. Okay, so
before you went
right. So you're for snorkeling, you're like up above water for a lot of the time because snorkeling is just like over the surface of the water. You're thinking of scuba diving.
Oh yeah, I am.
No, yeah, that's terrifying. You have to get like certified for that and shit.
Then I would snorkel.
Yeah. You would. I don't think you would have liked it.
I would say I would until I got out there, and then
you'd stay on the boat.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was like, "Here, hold this." So I like get underwater and I have this like really cool starfish underwater and I'm looking at it and he's like opposite of me and got like this really cool footage. I never got the footage from him.
What? Is it something maybe you guys
maybe I can
hit
call
him up? I'm surprised you didn't buy it right there on site.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, yeah.
Anyway,
that was really cool. We did that snorkeling. I got really fucking tan. Yeah. We laid out in the sun literally all day. It was a really good trip I feel like I got really close to my brother.
Good.
We shared a room and it was kind of because my parents' friends ended up coming with us. So it was like my parents kind of did their thing and then they did their thing, my parents' friends, and then me and Vince kind of like tagged along. It was really nice to like spend that time with Vince.
Yeah.
One of the days, so his friend ended up being out there at the same time, and they used to work together, and we went to Playa del Carmen, which is like 30 minutes outside of Cancun, or where we stayed, and we took the ferry over to Cozumel, which is like this tiny island, and we rented mopeds and rode the perimeter of the island.
So cool. The whole thing.
Wow. So so there's a corner of the island that doesn't have any roads because it's just like all like forest. Yeah. No. It's all like just like ground and like walkable and bikeable.
Gotcha.
But there's no like other roads.
Gotcha.
So, but we like what you could, the perimeter of, we rode the whole thing. It was such an adventure. This was like one of my really big core memories that I know I'm going to remember forever. It was really nice that day. We're riding along, going like literally like 45 miles an hour, flying. Fast. Well, and so I had never ridden a moped before. And when we rented them, the guy was like, yeah, I don't suggest you do it. And I was like, well, fuck, like, I'm not going to get on the back of Vincent's. Everyone has their own. I have to just suck it up and do it. And I remembered that Bree, you guys know Bree, she had a really bad fall on a moped actually in Cozumel. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I really like, I need to be really careful. This is like has potential to go really bad. Oof. But we're all like flying along and I'm wearing a tank top, like cargo pants, like really lightweight cargo pants and my Converse. And all of a sudden I feel like things hitting me and I think it's bugs. Like I think I'm getting hit by bugs. But then I look down and I'm like completely wet and it just starts pouring. And that's the thing in Cancun. It's just like a snap of a finger and it's just dumping rain.
And then all of a sudden it's sunny and it's all pretty. Yeah.
Yep. So it starts dumping rain and it gets to the point where I'm trying to keep up with everyone and I'm going through my fanny pack to get my sunglasses out to put them on and they're like my tiny like circle Ray-Bans, so they don't do anything. But it stops the rain from getting in them, but it's so dark from the clouds that the shade of my sunglasses actually makes it like even harder to see. So I'm getting dumped on, going hella fast, can't see shit. So we all stop and there's this like literally in the middle of nowhere there's this like tiny hut that it has like this like straw cover and we take cover for like 30 minutes. We met this like really cool German couple. I like talked to them a little bit in German. It was really cool.
Did they speak English though?
Yeah, okay. A little bit. I ended up borrowing one of the guys. So my brother's friend who we met up with, it was him, his girlfriend, and then two other guys, all people I've never met before. One of the guys let me wear his jacket because I didn't have a jacket. And it was like a really thin windbreaker jacket. So I'm literally wearing this jacket. My pants are soaking wet. It's not even like
you can wring them out.
Yes. Yeah. Soaking wet. We end up making our way over to this restaurant. And when we get to the restaurant, I'm wearing bathing suit bottoms underneath my pants. I take my pants off and I'm like,
thank God.
Yes.
Like what if you were just wearing like a thong?
Right.
Shit.
I mean, I probably would have taken them off anyway. Woo. But I go to this little hut, at
Pizza
this
Hut.
Restaurant. Right. Oh,
yum.
Sorry, pizza sounds so good.
Actually sounds so good.
I go to this little hut and I'm like, I'll buy anything at this point just to like clothe myself in something dry. But they were taxing. They were like $45, $50 for this like tiny little straw dress. And I'm like, no, like, whoa. I don't have a lot of cash on me right now. Like we came out for the day. I don't have any of my cards on me. So I bought literally like one of those small, it's not even the size of a full towel, you know, like the small,
like what you put your feet on outside the shower.
Yes.
Okay.
That big, and I wrap it around my waist and that's what I have as pants for the whole rest of the day.
Literally like a kilt.
Yes. So I'm wearing this like North Face windbreaker.
I wish you had a picture of this.
I think maybe Vincent does. Yeah. I have a video of me. You can tell in the video. I'm wearing this windbreaker with the hood on all day. These tiny Ray-Ban glasses. My Converse are soaking wet, full of sand. And I have this red towel tied around my waist. And I'm just walking around all day. Oh. And we get back on the mopeds. We stop at like a whole bunch of restaurants along the way. And we get drinks. And finally we make it around like halfway around the island. And the rain stops. And I like look around and we're all like mobbing and Vince is popping a wheelie and the sunset was like absolutely stunning. It's literally a night that I'll never forget. We stop and we all get in the water to swim and it's literally like bath water.
Yeah.
And then we make our way back around the island and one of the guys, he ended up not crashing,
like wiping out.
Yeah, like wiping out and like falling, and he had to pay extra for his moped. So we got back to return the mopeds at, I think it was like 5:53, and we were supposed to be on the 6 o'clock ferry back to the mainland.
I would have been so stressed.
Like saying that I would be stressed, but like it was such a good day that I was like,
go with the flow.
Yes. And which is rare for me.
Pausing you right there, because this is such a core memory and seemed like quite spiritual in a way.
It was.
Doesn't it just make you think like this is how we should be living?
Always.
Like, because we shouldn't trip. We'll get the next ferry. It's okay. Go with the flow. Like, I feel like that's one of those moments, even hearing it for me at least, I'm like, the takeaway here is just go with the flow and you'll enjoy things way better.
Right. It was one of those days where I didn't like care about anything else. Like Good. I literally did not have a care in the world for anything that day. We ended up missing the ferry. we had to stay a little longer because he had to like pay the extra or whatever. So we were supposed to make the 6 o'clock ferry. There wasn't another ferry until 8 o'clock. So we had to stay, and we went to this restaurant right in San Miguel. I think that's the main town in Cozumel. We ended up going to a restaurant there, and I stole a really cool shot glass for all of us at the house. It's really pretty. We took shots. And then we ended up getting back on the ferry, and on the ferry, I was the worst car sick I've ever been.
No.
It was so, cause you're literally like, it's toppling and it's dark outside. So you can't find a focal point to focus on. Cause usually you look at the horizon line, right?
Right.
And it'll get rid of your, or it'll help your symptoms of,
motion sickness.
But it was dark, so I couldn't find a focal point. So I'm literally sitting there. They have the AC blaring. I'm still wet. Like my jacket, my windbreaker's still wet. I'm still in this wet towel. My shoes are soaking. My Converse.
Stinky.
Soaking Converse and full of sand.
I'm surprised you didn't get like a UTI from like sitting in wet bottoms.
There were bathing suit bottoms, so it was kind of like
a little breathable.
Well, no, it was just like
they're meant to be wet.
Okay. Yeah, it wasn't like underwear,
But still, I mean, people even say if you keep your
bathing suit bottoms on,
get a UTI.
Yeah, no, I'm strong down there.
I'm not. I get UTIs so quick. Anyway,
so I'm sitting there soaking wet. It's blaring AC and literally like
blaring AC/DC.
Oh God, no. So
yeah, what was the music?
Remember I texted you the morning of, on the way out there and the way home, which tells me they do this every ferry ride. They have like these random big ass TVs.
Oh, you told me this.
And they just play reruns. They play best ofs of The Voice from like every country.
But like so perfect because you missed music. The Voice. But like we're watching The Voice here. Was it playing like?
No, it's like best of videos on YouTube.
So like old seasons.
Yes.
Okay. So, who was your favorite? You probably weren't even paying attention.
No, I was toning that out. But so I have like this like random like cover song screaming, literally like on the edge of my seat, ready to get up and run to the bathroom to throw up if I need to. I've never been like that close to actually throwing up. Yeah. But I remember thinking like if I have to go do that, the boat was swaying so much that I could hear the sloshing of the water in the toilet. It was literally like on paper, this day sounds so bad, but it was so good. Like it was such a good day.
Yeah. I would have gone off the boat. Like fuck the bathroom. Like was there a way?
No, we were like inside the boat.
Like you can't go outside at all.
No, I don't think so. It was like 3 stories. It was a big ferry.
Oh wow, a yacht.
Literally. I just remember thinking like you could not pay me to ride one of these again, like more than like this week. Like you like
like I'm over it.
I'm so over it at this point. Like I will not get back on this ferry to come back.
Yeah.
In like that's probably like one of the only times I go to Cozumel in like 5 years.
Oh wow, yeah. Whenever I travel, I always have a bag of Dramamine, Benadryl.
I took
Advil.
Dramamine.
Oh, you didn't? It didn't work? I was going to say, if I was with you, I'd help you. It just didn't do anything. Well, think about it. Maybe it did. What if you didn't have it?
Exactly. I'm saying, like, it was just probably so strong that it, like, overtook the...
And you're, like, dehydrated, sun exhausted, muscle exhaustion.
And, like, a little buzz.
Right.
Yeah.
Traveling's hard on the body.
It was a lot.
I'm so glad that was, like, your core memory, though.
Yeah. And sorry, one more thing.
No, please.
We went cave swimming through staglamites. Do you know what I'm talking about? Staglamites. And I saw bats. There were bats in the caves, and you're literally swimming.
Literally boogers.
This is
You get it? Any bats in cave when people swim on their nose? Sorry.
I just pictured us in big noses.
Oh, you were essentially. It could be
nose of the earth.
Oh, Mama Nature's nose.
Oh. So yeah, we're swimming through the caves, and it was like deep enough to where like you couldn't touch the ground, but we have life vests on, and like you could kind of like shimmy down and like kind of touch the ground. Yeah, you'd bob along. And we saw bats, and where you end was really cool. You come out, it's basically like this big watering hole, and you come out under this like waterfall, and it's almost like you're in a oversized water well.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. And it's like waterfall in a circle all the way around, and you look up, and it's like this spiral staircase going up, and it was just like so fucking cool. No.
You can't go up the staircase?
You can't go up from the bottom of the well. It's like above the well. It's weird, really. I'll try and find pictures and we'll put them on Patreon. Okay. But it was so cool, like going out under the waterfalls from the caves and just like seeing this big fat, it's probably like the size of a Chipotle.
That's what you relate it to. Hey, I get it.
Right.
Like it helps.
You can picture it.
Fully picture
probably
it.
The size of a Chipotle. Big well thing, and the waterfall. It was so fucking cool.
Oh my God.
It was so cool.
Was it colder in the caves? Like the water?
Yeah. Yeah, it was cold.
What was it? Was there fish touching you?
Yeah.
Okay.
You swim through fishes, and it was dark because you're in caves, and the bats running around. It was so cool. Like, you would have been really claustrophobic.
I was just gonna say that even when we started in the garage right now, I felt claustrophobic when we closed the garage door. So I can only imagine how I felt.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, those were like the two big excursion days that I had. Other than that, everything was like really cool. The resort that we stayed at was an all-inclusive, and they had shows every night. I saw a circus show. I saw a fire show. There was a
Pfizer
a fire throwing and breathing show, and there were these three guys at the back of the stage area that were playing the drums, and one of the guys was
sexy.
No, I literally couldn't stop looking at him the whole time, and he
got his number.
I should have.
Oh hell yeah!
I should have.
A little vacation.
I don't know, like when I would have.
Hold up a sign, cardboard sign.
Hey, can I get your number? I feel like
it has the country code +1.
The drummer next to him calls me and not him.
Fuck.
He was so cute, and I feel like we made eye contact a few times.
We probably did.
I was in the front row too, and I looked I had like just gotten my fresh tan that day, I like did my makeup for the first time that night. Ooh, I was probably looking fly.
I feel like that type of job, as like who's probably like our age, I'm assuming, like younger.
Yeah.
Imagine a resort job at that age.
So fun.
All these like cute girls coming through from like all over the world. Like that's got to be so fucking fun.
Yeah. And so he was wearing it looked like almost like tribal makeup. Okay. He was wearing face makeup, but you know how you could tell like someone's just so cute that you could just tell through
whatever.
Like when people are wearing masks.
Yes.
Oh, he was so cute, and his energy, and he was such a good drummer, and like he would have fun.
Having fun? Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Oh my God. So
what is he? Who did he look like? Like anybody we know?
He was taller.
Vin Diesel.
No.
Vin Diesel has a twin.
Is that true?
A fraternal twin. It's true. I looked it up.
What does he look like?
Kind of Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel-ish. No, I don't know. He's unique.
Unique New York.
If you're watching this, hit me up. There's no shot.
Okay, well, what's the name of the resort? Maybe somebody watching knows.
Ooh,
you know?
Okay, I love this game. I went to Valentine, Imperial, Maya, Riviera. I think it's those 4 words.
Enrique
I don't know.
Escobar.
It's those 4 words. I don't know if it's in that order. I know Valentine, Riviera, Maya. Yeah. That resort. He's a fire show. The 3 drummers in the back. The one, if I'm watching the show, the one on the far right.
What night? Because maybe they switched it
up. They perform on, what night was that? I think that was Monday night.
Okay, what was the date? The 29th.
Sure.
Yeah, November 29th. So check your schedule if you're listening, or if anybody knows.
Does anyone know?
You know, those TikToks is like TikTok, do your thing.
Oh,
like
do your thing.
YouTube, do your thing. Or I guess wherever you're listening, could be on. You guys know what I mean.
Yeah, he was so cute.
I wish you did something.
Stop the show.
Stop! I love you. Speaking of boys, do you want to tell a story?
Oh, do we have time for that?
I mean, what?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. So the week before that I left for Thanksgiving, so 2 weeks ago, we had some friends in town that, so for people from season 1, we had an episode called
Our Creepy Airbnb.
Our Creepy Airbnb story. And we tell the story about how I met a guy at the blackjack table in Tahoe. We've all been in a group chat together since then. And him and his friends ended up coming down to visit us. And we had a whole weekend here. And I think I fell in love.
You heard it here first.
No, in all seriousness, it felt as though like we were supposed to meet. Like, and I haven't felt this about a lot of people.
Yeah.
It felt as though like we really landed in each other's lives for a reason.
Right.
There is something like the weekend that we had, it made me feel in general. Like it made me, when they left, I like broke down to Kristen and Brie. I was like, it made me how happy I was this past weekend made me realize how unhappy I had been for the past year and a half.
Yeah.
I kept saying the whole weekend, I feel like my heart is the size of a grapefruit. Like it felt like it grew.
Yeah.
And like I could feel it in my chest. I was like, my heart was smiling the whole time.
That's so special.
And there's something that he like did to my confidence. I'm sure you saw it. Like I was just so happy and like confident and like comfortable.
You were so calm.
I had so much fun.
Yeah.
We just like sit and laugh together.
Yeah.
I don't think we'd ever be together.
Yeah.
I don't think he lives in a different part of the state. We're just on different paths in our lives. Sure. I think we literally, even if it was just for that one weekend, we fell in each other's lives for that, and like eternally grateful for that.
That is so special. I feel like as we get older, like we stop putting the narrative on like, oh my God, we're going to date. Like connections aren't about that anymore. Never were. But as you get older, you realize like connections, what is it? A second, a moment, a season, a reason. There's some little quote. I don't fucking know.
Cute.
But like after you broke down to me after he left, like regardless of if you guys were to ever date, romantic, whatever, the purpose right now of being in each other's lives was like selfishly for me. Yes. And that's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay to be selfish, and that could just be the purpose for people to be in your life sometimes, is just to show you a side of you that needed to come out. Or
it did. Even still, like this past week in Mexico, I like cared less what people thought, like walking around. Yep. It really kind of like triggered something in my head about me as a person and just like being okay with myself.
I'm so glad.
And like he opened that inside of me. It's crazy. It's really crazy.
And I'm really proud of you and your growth and recognizing that, and not just testing it to him. Yeah. You also realize he brought it out inside you. It doesn't mean without him you can't be that either.
No.
Because I think that's a big thing. I speak for myself, but I know I'm not alone in this. Like I've had people in my life where I'm like, I couldn't have done it without them. And sure, they helped me get to a certain thing. I mean, like even you, Alex, like I was talking about this with Leanna. Like, you were one of those people growing up where, like, if you weren't in my life, I probably would have gone down a really bad path. I would have gone into, like, drugs and probably never got out of our hometown, never got, like, a big girl job, none of that. But, like, you, like, motivated me to be a better person, a focused person. And at that time, it was for academics. And, I mean, you know, I'm telling you what you already know. But, like, it doesn't mean I have to debt my life to you. Right. And, you know, it's one of those things. It's like, that's what coexisting is. That's the point of life, is to have people in your life for however long to help you get to the next step and all those things. So you can, what he brought out in you is now yours.
Exactly. And like, that's how I felt. I feel like I feel like I changed that weekend.
You did. To change.
It was so cool.
That's amazing. Oh, I love that. Do you guys have any like stories like that? Anybody in your life that you feel like kind of just like flipped a switch? And it's crazy how quickly it happens. Like almost the second you meet a person, you're like, oh, they're going to change my life.
I felt that too.
Yeah. I mean, the way we met him, go listen to the episode if you haven't already. It was so organic. Yeah. Like, how organic can it get? That's really special.
He's such a cool person too.
So like, cool.
He makes me feel so calm in a way that no one's ever made me feel.
And what's interesting is like, he's not a calm person.
No.
It's just the dynamic to me. You guys have.
I don't know. It's so cool. It's almost as if like he kind of makes me feel like the person that I've wanted to be in a relationship, but like there's not much of like a relationship-y vibe between us.
Yeah.
Like
I think maybe you're just feeling the heart part then.
Exactly.
And you're resonating it to a relationship, but I think you'll also start seeing that those romantic feelings that we feel in our heart aren't only for relationships. It's also for us.
Exactly.
We need to feel that towards ourselves as individuals too.
Yep.
So try and look at it as that. It's a factor of your heart now. It's not, you don't have to test it to only expressing it in relationships. You walk through life with love in every avenue. Right. If that makes sense. I hope that made sense.
It was really cool. And I'm like really happy.
Fucking great. That's amazing. Look at us. It's like you're Tanner. Do you think?
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh my God. I love Tanner.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. I think he's like I said, I think he came into my life for a very like specific reason to help me on my journey, whatever that may be. I don't know.
Yeah, I think a big thing for me is like, you've even helped me through this, is stop trying to figure out why the person's in your life.
Right.
They just be there. Sometimes
it's just something that happened, and like something great for me happened in my part of the journey, and it's just like, whoa. I haven't stopped thinking about it.
You should express this to him.
Yeah.
Because maybe it's something in him too, you know? It could just be a cool way to connect with the person too. Like,
yeah.
Proud of you.
Thanks. Yeah. My heart, like, and I'll still say it because I still like physically feel it. My heart feels like twice as big since that weekend.
Isn't that like the Grinch?
Yeah. Oh, I was the Grinch. I have been the fucking Grinch this past year and a half.
And now you're not. Or I don't know. Doesn't he get happy at the end?
Yeah. He's still the Grinch, but his heart grows.
That's so cute.
It's me.
You're Grinch.
I actually have a sweatshirt that says Grinch.
Why?
Mom got it for me.
Are you a Disney adult? I'm literally a fucking Disney adult. I can't believe it. Alrighty, guys. That has been quite the catch up. These Rebel episodes are fun.
Catch up.
Good one. Never heard that one. These little ramble episodes are fun though. Let us know if you guys like them. We've done a few. Sometimes we're like, is it worth talking about? But like, we had to catch up with each other, so we figured
it felt good.
It did feel good. This is literally what we do on our couch regardless, so we just press record. We hope you guys enjoyed. If you're listening on Apple Music, make sure you rate us 5 stars and leave a review. It helps us out a lot. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe
and leave a comment.
Leave a comment. All that. And then for Patreon exclusive episode this next Friday, I kind of want to piggyback on our little, what we were just talking about, somebody coming in your life for a reason, whether it's for your heart or to get you through a hard time. Do you guys have any stories like that? Or I don't know, has that ever happened to you? Do you feel like you've ever been that for somebody else? Because like I've even sometimes thought to myself, like,
have I had that effect on anyone? Like unknowingly.
Right. And I know I'm sure unknowingly I have. I know I have knowingly too, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And sometimes I feel like, oh my gosh, is that just my purpose in life? Like, am I just going to be somebody that like helps people? Like, what about me?
No.
I have that thought a lot. Not to get dark, but
let's talk about that on Patreon.
Yeah, let us know if you guys have any experiences like that. But other than that, I have to pee really bad. If you can't tell, I'm slightly doing the pee dance. So we're gonna get out of our garage now, and we'll talk to you guys next Monday. Love you so much. Make sure you check out Ana Luisa. Really, really good shit. Promise you won't regret it. It's like the cutest stuff in the world. But love you guys so much. We'll see you next week.
Bye.